Stampy, Lizzie, Preston, thank you for coming with me. What I want to show you is just over this mesa plateau. I think you're going to love it. Wait a minute. There's a hole in the track! No! Is everyone okay?
Ah, I see the problem. Look, there was a hole in the track.
Really, Stampy?
Maybe we should gather blocks to fix it.
Let's make it a race. First one back to the top wins.
Okay, on your mark, get set, go! Okay, I'm just gonna gather some of this terracotta. Wait, guys, I can't mine.
Same.
I can't either.
Okay, that is really strange. Stampy, can you mine?
I can't mine.
Okay, everyone stay calm.
Is the game broken?
If it is, how do we fix it?
I don't know.
Does anyone know how to write Minecraft code?
What is that?
I've never seen one of these before.
It's so adorable.
Is it tameable?
Okay, what is going on? Someone needs to go back to the real world and fix this. Not it!
Not it.
Not it. Okay, I'll go. Hey! Oh, okay, hey, so I'm in the real world now. I'm gonna go try to find the Minecraft offices, but I'm gonna need your help. Start doing the tutorial, start learning how to code, and I'll catch up with you guys after a few levels, okay? Wish me luck. I think this way. Oh, cactus. I'm okay. To complete the Hour of Code challenge, you'll need to write code to program the agent. You'll work together with the agent to clear any obstacles in your path so you can pick up the items you'll need for your journey. Only the agent can place and break blocks, and only you can collect items. Your screen is split into 3 main parts. On the left is Minecraft. The middle area is the toolbox with commands that the agent can understand. And on the right is the workspace. That's where you stack the commands to build your program to control the agent. The agent can walk, turn, and activate pressure plates. It can also destroy blocks and place blocks. When it places a block like these minecart rails, it places it underneath itself. If you forget what to do, the instructions for each level are at the top. If you want to try again, you can hit the blue reset button to reset everything to where it started. And if you need to delete a block of code, drag it from your workspace to the toolbox. Remember to hit run to get the agent moving. Okay, go ahead and try out the first few levels. Good luck!
So with that, we're going to help them figure out how we can use this agent to solve our Minecraft puzzles. So, Alex or Steve, you'll pick who you want. I'm going to pick Steve. And it's going to play this soothing background music. Now, unfortunately, I've been able to figure out how to turn that music off, so we're stuck with it. So, here are our directions. The door is locked, but the agent is here to help, which I see right down here. Snap a move forward block to the bottom of the wind run block in the workspace to get the agent to the pressure plate. And our pressure plate is that little thing right there. Then press run and use the arrow keys to move out of the house to collect the chest. So we'll click OK. Now what do we see here? Oops, I'm signed in. Let me sign back in as someone else. Now I'm signed in. So we need this agent to get to that little block right there. And then we move Steve. And we move Steve with these arrow keys. Notice our agent down here doesn't move. It's just Steve or Alex, whichever one you pick. So over near agent 2, well, we need him to move forward. So we reset. He steps on that pressure plate and the door opens. And now Steve can go get his chest that he wants. So we just have Steve move down. You can also use the arrow keys on your keyboard. Voila! So now let's head to number 2. So Steve is headed on an adventure to help get the map behind the locked door on the right. So I see our locked doors right here. Snap the code into the workspace and move the agent to the pressure plate so Steve can get through. Well, what do we need him to do? We need him to go forward 1, 2 spots. So that's what I'm going to code for mine. He's going to do what? Move forward 1, 2. And now we can move Steve straight on through. You could have also done it like this. Since he's moved forward 2 times, you could have just put a repeat loop for 2 times. They both get you where you want to be. so now let's look at this one, what we have. So Steve is continuing on his venture, and he needs the compass to prepare for his trip. So code the agent to open the gate. So we need our agent to do what? Well, we need our agent to go forward. To go forward how many times? Well, we need him to go forward 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So we have two ways we can code it. We can either put move forward 4 times, or we can make it even simpler and just repeat 4 times. So let's check it out. Ta-da! And now we can go get Steve and have him get that compass. So let's head to our next one. This is the code that's, oops. So this is our code for this one. So we have our agent, and notice we need him to do what? Well, he can move across water, and we have to help Steve get to this bucket. So he needs to get to this right here. So he has to step on a panel. So it's either this panel or this panel. So let's have him go. Now, what do we need him to do? Well, it looks like we need him to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots forward. So let's have him move forward 7 times. So we're going to take that repeat. He's going to move forward 7 times. And now Steve can head on over. Now, what do you think would happen if instead we had him go to the other panel? He went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What would happen if he stood on that? Because I'm just curious, so I want to find out. So we need him to move forward 4 times. And then watch, he's going to end up right at that dot. And now we want him to turn. We want him to turn left. Because remember, we take our chair, we face it that direction, and we see which way we want him to turn. So he's going to turn left. He's going to move forward 2 times. And now let's check our code to make sure it's doing what we want it to. Turn left, move forward. And now we take our chair, turn it the same way he's facing. We see we want it to go up, which is a turn right. And then he's going to move forward 2 times. So just out of curiosity, let's see what happens when we do this code. Because I see that pressure plate there. Oh! And I can go get this gem, this portal. Oh, but it didn't do anything. So I guess I'll just get that bucket. So notice there's different ways that you guys can solve in your Minecraft. So here we have Steve on his next adventure. And we'll notice that we made it across. And so now Steve has to get through the maze to collect the axe. So we have to get our little agent to a plate, a pressure plate. So there's 2 of them. So we can either go to this one or this one. So we're going to go to the closest one first, right here. So I wanted to go forward, what? 1, 2 spots. Turn right, because we wanted to go that way. And then he moves forward 1, 2 more. So let's give that a try. He's going to move forward twice. He's going to turn right. And then he's going to move forward 2 more times. Oops. That turn right needs to be on the outside. And then move forward 2 times. So let's give that a try. Turn right. Move forward. And Steve can now go get his wonderful little axe. There he goes. Now what do we have on this one? It says, oh no, the bridge is out. Code the agent to rebuild the bridge using the place block so that Steve can get the shovel. So he needs to build a bridge, but instead of build, it's going to be this word place. So watch what happens. When we click place on our run, he puts something down. Now, he doesn't put anything down because he's not on that water. So let's get him to that water, because remember, he can float, he can hover over it. So let's give it a try. We want him to move forward, ta-da, and then we want him to do what? We want him to place those planks. Move forward, place. Now we could keep repeating this. Move forward, place planks. Oops, but I have to flip that order. But we want, remember, use as few of lines of code as possible. So we're going to use a repeat loop because he's going to do the same thing over and over. He's going to move forward, place planks. Move forward, place planks. So how many planks does he need to place? Well, he needs to place 1, 2, 3. So let's give that a try. Let's try changing it to 3 for us. 1, 2, 3. So now let's see if Steve can move on over. Uh-oh. It looks like he does not have a problem at all with it. So let's find out what he does on his next adventure. And this is our code that we just coded. So that's what it actually looks like if we weren't using those blocks. Now we have this next one. It says another river, but this one, it's a little bit wider. Fix this code, help the agent build a bridge so that Steve can get to the pickaxe. Well, notice when we click run, it says we want to fix it. And our problem is he doesn't go all the way across. So how can we get him to go all the way across? Well, we can get him to go all the way across by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just need to change that variable code to what? To 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now our next one. Oh, oops. I didn't have Steve collect it. Can you beat him? Oh, nope, he couldn't beat the agent. So now, what do we see for this one? Ah, another video.
I'm not trying to brag, but I'm pretty good at parkour.
Let's sleep so it's day when Stacy comes back.
Okay guys, I am back from the Minecraft offices and I think I know how to solve the problem I'm having in my game. I think I can use a function. Let me just open this. So, okay, a function is a specific set of instructions to accomplish a certain task, kind of like a recipe. In the next few levels, you'll have access to functions that you can use to solve the puzzles. Look at the code in the function when it's in the workspace to see what it does. Then, find the block with that name in the toolbox and drag it from the toolbox to the when run block. Remember, you can use the same function every time you need to run the same set of instructions to do something, like build a bridge. Good luck! I know you can do it.
So, what do we know from that part? Well, we knew that a function's kind of like a code within a code. So, instead of having to code all of this every single time, we just do it once, and then whenever we need to do it, we just put this build bridge. So let's see what our objective is for this portion. A function named build bridge is in your workspace. All the code you need across the river is built right in. Snap the small green build bridge function block into your workspace twice to fix the path to get Steve to the redstone torch. So let's do it. Uh-oh, we're stuck. Well, the reason why we're stuck is we did not read our directions carefully. It says workspace twice. So we built one bridge, but now we need him to build another bridge. So we have to put it there twice. Now watch what happens. Ta-da! And he's building it that second time. So now Steve is perfectly able to walk on over to grab that torch. So remember, a function, it's already built, and instead of having to code it each time, you just have to code it once, and then you can use it over and over and over again. There's ice in the way now. The clear path function can help you destroy the ice and get Steve to the mine cart. So, again, we need him to do what? Well, we have Steve here and our agent, and we need our agent to go forward, but there's that ice in the way. So we need him to do what? We need him to clear that path. So let's try clear path and watch what happens. Boom. Places it. But he didn't go forward, so we do need him to go forward 2 times, because then he's going to go where? Well, he's going to go forward 1, 2, and then he has to clear the path again. So notice how it's much easier. Instead of me having to put all of this right here, that 3 lines of code, and then having to repeat it right here, I just have to do that clear path code. So now, watch what happens. Is it going to make it all the way across? No, because it looks like there's 3 blocks in the way. So we need him to do what? He has to go forward 1 more time, and then clear that path. And see now, wonderful Steve is able to make it on over. Ba-doom! Oh, Oh, look at this. There's train tracks and lava. So what do we see here? It says, can you spot the difference between the two functions in your workspace? Use these functions with the other code from the toolbox to clear a path from a minecart, then collect the flint and steel. So what do we notice about this? Well, what I notice is one says fix long path, the other one says fix short. So one says long, one says short. And the other difference I see in there is the long path is for 3 blocks. This one is only for 2 blocks. So that's the difference. So now let's see what we need to do. So let me get my purpleness going. So we need our little guy to go 1, 2 forward, destroy, destroy. So let's give that a try. We're going to have him move forward, but then there's only 2 destroys, so we only want the fix short path option. So remember, we can't slide this function over there. We have to look where it says over here, fix short path, and snap that on. Because whenever we see this green, it's going to have it do this function. It's going to have it do that line of code. So watch. Uh-oh. So what do we have to have our golem do first? We're going to have him turn, and he needs to turn to the left. Ah, much better, isn't it? And now, what do we have him do next? Well, now, we need to have him turn. And then he's going to go forward 1, 2 spots. And then he needs to destroy. Notice there's 1, 2, 3 things he has to destroy this time. And 3 goes with that long path. Because remember, we're doing that 3 times. So let's have him do that. He needs to turn to the right. He needs to move forward 2 times. And then he's going to fix that long path. So let's give that a try. Let's run it. Woo! And here he goes. Ah, it looks like we're good to go. Look at him collect those up. And we got that flint and steel. So now we're on this last one. So look at the functions below. How can you use them to avoid the gas and to help Steve make it safely to enchant a book? Well, our gas are these wonderful little things right here. And we don't want him to run into those. So what do we need to do? We have to build a path that avoids them. Now the simplest path, it looks like to me, is to have our golem go right here where Steve is. And then have him go 1, 2, 3, oops, I think I counted those wrong. Have him go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's give that a try. So we want him to turn to the right, move forward, then he needs to turn left, and then he needs to do what? He needs to build that bridge. But notice there's not any 7s here. We need it to do 7 times, and we only have a 5 and a 2. And it doesn't let us click and change those numbers. But the good news is 5 and 2 together makes 7. So we can just build a short bridge and a long bridge and see what happens. Huh, I made it all the way across. Now look, wonderful little Steve, or Alex, depending which one you picked, can now get to the enchanted book. Piece of cake, no problem. So what do we have on this last one? Well, this last one is our free play. So we get to do whatever we want. It doesn't have any directions for us. You're just exploring the world. Now you can't explore it without your agent, but you're going to run into some problems like here. So you're going to have to get that agent to help you do what? To open those doors. So you have to figure out where that code is so that he can open doors for you and explore. Go across the water, whatever it is you would like. So remember, you're just exploring. There's no set objectives. Good job, guys. That is lesson 15.